Hi everyone, today I wanted to give my honest review on the DJI Mini RS3 and spoiler alert, I love it. This video is not sponsored and I wanted to talk about my experience with the gimbal. I got it a few months ago and I had the time to properly test it. Now that said, I'm used to film without a body stabilizer, but most often there's an optic stabilization in the lens. I also have a GlideCam HD 4000 with the vest and arm support. But to be honest, I found it bulky and annoying to set up. But with the democratization of the gimbal market, I started thinking it was time to upgrade. So I got myself one of these little beasts and got back to the studio and tried to set it up. So for the setup. Once you unpack the thingy, there's one thing that is really not clear. It's how to get it to look like it is shown on the tutorials. You receive it, fold it, and it makes no sense unless you already set one before. One advice for the setup, make sure to follow the balancing guide step by step, because you can think it is balanced when it is not. For the camera, I use the GH4 with a wide angle lens from Olympus. It's really light, so I know the gimbal won't struggle with it. I also tried the Canon 7D Mark II with a light 50mm, it's holding it perfectly. The only thing is that you can only use one battery at a time for the camera. I don't think the gimbal will be able to work properly with a battery grip attached to it. So for the first test, I started to do my tour of the bunkers. After 10 minutes, I could feel the way in my arm, but it's not uncomfortable to handle. The grip is strong, no way it can slip out of your hands. I also like that you can walk and film what is on the side without having to rotate your upper body. And the battery lasts enough for a good production day. So I'm okay with the technical limitations. One nice feature was the 360-degree rotation of the head. It's really smooth. The only thing I wasn't a fan of is the joystick, which controls the movement. It's a bit tiny and the behavior seemed unpredictable. I struggled with it, then after some time I got used to it and found the best setting for my type of shot. And honestly, I changed my mind. I think they did a good job on that because you can film for a long time without destroying your thumb. The additional handle or tripod is very helpful. Just place it on a flat surface and you can take a little break. After a good hour, I was still able to film, but I could feel fatigue in my arm. So for the actual footage, after 2-3 hours of filming here and there, I was expecting certain look and feel that was exactly what I got from the session. I tend to be quite stable when I film, so I didn't overthink how I walk while filming. I just made sure to stay smooth, like I was handling a Steadicam. Though you can still see that I'm walking when I don't pay too much attention. However, if I had to use the footage, it would still be usable. So the gimbal does a good job of removing the shakiness of the hand, even if you need to be careful with the steps and motion. When it comes to the menu, it is not too complicated to use, though you may need a good hour or two to get through all the different options. At least the touchscreen is reliable and once set up properly, you can almost forget about it. That's just my opinion though, so take it for what it is. Conclusion. Overall, for less than $400, I think that gimbal is a pretty good deal. And I know there are other products on the market, but I trust DJI and I'm not disappointed. Now, maybe I missed something or you have maybe a question, feel free to leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.